Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Dark Souls 3 blind playthrough. Now, you may have noticed by the title of this that this is not part of the playthrough. What I did was, I came down that ladder that I refused to come down before when I saw the creature, and I actually came down here specifically to kill it and see what would happen. Well, there was one there, and there was actually one hiding around the corner there. I should have expected it. It's kind of a Dark Souls thing to do, but... oh well, I didn't expect it the first time. Got destroyed. Came down here, took 14 more tries just to kill one of them on their own. And I came out here trying to take on the other one, but didn't have enough Estus, and I died. So I came down again, finally took that out, and I was rewarded with a covenant from this dead dude in the corner. It is the Aldrich Faithful Company. Well, Covenant, whatever you want to call it. It's basically like the Forest Hunter Covenant from the first Dark Souls. When people enter this area after the, boss fight that you could just come out of, and all the way up to Anor Londo, if people enter that area, you will automatically be summoned to invade them and try to kill them. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, because I experimented with it a little bit last night, and I know I've said in my videos before that I don't like PvP, but honestly, I had a lot of fun last night when I was doing this. My rings aren't necessarily optimized for this, though. I don't actually end up using my miracles very much, so I'm actually going to switch up this ring into something else. I'll go with this. And I don't actually land very many backstabs because in Dark Souls 2 they added a really stupid mechanic that allowed you to get away from backstab once it's been initiated. So I'm gonna change that one out too. I'll go with the Karthus Milk Ring. Or to the people who played Dark Souls 2 and got the DLC, it's basically the Simpleton's Ring. Makes you vanish when you roll, except that this time it also boosts your dexterity. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to equip the Covenant. The reason I don't have it equipped right now is because you don't get any breaks. There's no cooldown period after an invasion. You just go. Like, I barely even have enough time to turn in my rewards for defeating a master before I get summoned again. It actually caused me to kind of lose my rewards for hitting rank 1. Right after I hit rank 1, I was pulled into someone else's world and I didn't get the rank rewards. I don't know if there are rank rewards for level 1, but I would assume there are. So I'm going to be putting Lightning Spear in here as my ability. Now, from the Soul of Aldrich, I got Life Hunt Scythe, which you conjure a scythe and you hit them, your opponents with it, and you actually take life from them to give to yourself. But the problem is, it's got almost no range to it, and it takes a long time to cast, so it's pretty much useless. Now, I've been wanting to try this out, since it seems to be good for PvP, and not much else. It sounds like it makes it, it causes bleeding, is what it sounds like it does. But I am not completely sure about that, because it says it summons insects who lurk in the deep that have jaws lined with fangs to tear open the skin and burrow into the flesh, causing intense bleeding. And this is the, kind of stronger version. Except this one also says intoxicated, so it makes me think it does toxin as well. But the problem is, I don't know how effective it is. But it costs less to cast than Lightning Spear, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. It's not necessarily going to work. It's a spell I've never used before. But I'm going to go ahead and equip Aldrich Faithful, and you'll be able to see how quickly I get summoned here. I am using Denial just to give me that little bit of extra kick. But it should not be very long. See, I'm already getting an invasion. Now the thing about invading is you get half the amount of Estus you would normally use, rounded down. So since I have 9 Estus, I'm going to get 4 when I'm in here. I have 2 Ashen Estus, so I'm going to get 1 of those. In most situations that would be enough, but if you get a cowardly host or a host that refuses to do an honor duel, it might not work out very well. Or when the host has 2 summons with him. And I can actually see the host coming up right there. So I'm going to get this going. I just hope he doesn't use the Seed of a Tree of Giants, because that's always painful. Now he's right down here. Oh, that's what that is. Gonna bow to him when he comes up. And he's glitching. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to see him attack or anything. This is... oh, and he's gonna run away. I hate it when hosts glitch like this. But I killed him. Doesn't look like it, but I got him. He was definitely glitching out. But he did not seem to be interested in PvP. I was really hoping to see what that spell would do. Maybe with the next invasion. That is not what your typical invasion is going to be like. Usually they will put up a fight. This guy just wasn't having it. But you'll see by how quickly I get summoned again that there is no cooldown. You can pretty much get summoned for an invasion again immediately. This time it doesn't seem to be working, as it doesn't say that I'm being summoned as an Aldrich Faithful. And you can see when I chain my rolls like that, it can be very hard to see where I'm going. Since for a while you are completely invisible. Or just faintly being able to be seen. So if you get into a dark area, I can become completely invisible, essentially, when moving around. And just get that surprise rolling attack. So it said that I couldn't get the invasion. That usually makes it take a little bit longer to get invaded. So I'm just going to offer that human dreg that I got as a reward while I wait for the next one. Now, for this invasion that I'm doing, I am wearing the brass armor, which you find on your way up to Anor Londo, because you have to pass through the area where Darkmoon Tomb is from the first Dark Souls. If you attack the statue of Gwyn, it will open up the passageway into the Gwyndolin boss fight hallway. Of course, he's dead, because Aldrich killed him, and is currently eating him when you go to attack him. And you find the brass armor just sitting there in the hallway. Either that or no, it's not in a chest. The chest you find in that area actually has the reversal ring, which I personally don't see the use for, because it allows you to do female actions if you're a guy and vice versa. I didn't even know that there was female actions. I'm not wearing the helmet because it looks really stupid. I mean, it doesn't look so bad in the picture there, but it has basically this piece of metal running along your back. It's completely, worthless. It's for an aesthetic purpose, but it doesn't look cool either. It's the armor the Fighter Keeper in Anor Londo was wearing in the first Dark Souls. Alright, usually when this happens, when I'm not getting summoned like this, all I have to do is move into a different area, and it works just like that. So I'm just gonna head up to Anne Orlando, and I should get summoned again pretty quick. Now, a lot of the summons that I got through last night, they were frustrating, because I get summoned into a world where he's got 2 summons, and then on top of that he uses the seed of a giant tree to make everything attack me. And sometimes you can use it to your advantage because they'll still attack the host. If you can attract a large amount of enemies towards the host, and then put the host between you and the enemies, then the enemies will attack the host instead of you because they'll be closer. Of course, with the other 2 summons there, it still becomes extremely difficult to win the fight. You basically have to hope for a Dark Spirit to invade and another Aldrich Faithful to show up, because you can have 2 Aldrich Faithful in the world of the host at the same time, and then you can get someone invading with a red eye at the same time as well. I had a Sunbro invade, and you can tell it's a Sunbro because he's got an orange aura instead of his yellow, and it's not red either. So this person's fighting this giant. Oh, and he's ganking. Gonna do a bow. This person won't bow back, so you can tell he's not gonna take any part in this honor duel. And he's got a summon, so it's basically gonna be me running around dodging everything until I get some summons of my own. Now, I do have the mages up there helping me out, so that's nice. But I'm just going to chase down this host. I'm going to completely ignore the summon for now, which isn't necessarily a good idea. He's probably right behind me. See, now I got a Mad Spirit in here, which could be good, it could be bad, but he invaded, so he's probably going after the host. I almost hit him with that guard break. Something I've found to be effective is you roll towards them and then you do a kick. It's effective for when they hold their shield up a lot like this guy's doing. And the summon has been taken down, so he's probably going to run back to try to get another one. So I'm going to take advantage of my speed over this guy's. Heal myself. Since he's distracted by the purple spirit, oh, he's going for help. He's going for the gank again. Unable to summon, huh? Sucks for you. Oh, you're done. Good game. Attack this guy just for the fun of it. It doesn't matter at this point. He's clearly better at this than I am. Although, I was about to win there. I had him staggered into the stun lock, which is what one-handed weapons are really good for. Unless they have a lot of poise, you're going to be able to just attack them repeatedly, stun locking them almost to death, which I did to the host a lot here. Now, typically, if I invade the world and it's just a host and there's another enemy phantom in the area, you know, like another Aldrich Faithful or Dark Phantom or maybe even a Mad Phantom, I'll just let the fight happen, because I prefer an honor duel, if at all possible. So, I'll let the fight happen, I won't interfere, and once, I'll get rewards if the other Phantom kills the host. I'll get the rewards for it as if I killed him myself. So if that happens, good for me, I don't have to do anything. And if not, I do the fight myself. Which is no problem, and it's more of an honor duel. He doesn't have to worry about a gank situation. Because ganks suck, they really do. You never want to have to fight more than one person on your own. Unless you're really high leveled, well, not necessarily leveled, top tier PvP player. You know, someone who focuses primarily on PvP and nothing else. See, I got another Aldrich Faithful here. So unless this person has summons, I'm not going to do anything. I won't interfere in the fight. I'm going to find him, though. So, the enemies up there seem to be dead, which means he probably passed this way. And my guess is he's up where the Silver Knights are. I'm not positive, I haven't found him yet. He hasn't found that illusionary wall. Doesn't mean he hasn't come through here. It might just mean that he hasn't seen it. See Silver Knights, they're not attacking anything. Doesn't look like they've even been aggroed, so he's probably back by the bonfire. Well, not the bonfire, as close to the bonfire as you can get. I see the other Aldrich guy, and there he is, fighting the host. So unless I see a phantom on the host side, I'm not going to interfere in this fight. Looks like the host is getting destroyed by this other guy. So I'm just going to sleep. Let the fight go on. I'm going to watch, I'm not going to partake. Not unless this Aldrich Faithful loses. Because I honor duel. Or if the host attacks me, because then it's no holds barred. But if the host goes to summon another phantom, I'm gonna interfere then, too. No casting at me. Oh, he's using this spell too. See, the host clearly knows that I am not trying to. Ooh! Wrath of the Gods. GG. Nice. Casting with a talisman too, to prevent the stagger out of the animation. That is nice. See, I didn't have to do anything, but I wasn't going to interfere because I have an honor system. Honorable duels is more what I'm about. It's hard to come by in Dark Souls 3. It's even harder, not necessarily harder, but it's also hard to come across in Dark Souls 2. The first Dark Souls is really the only game you were actually able to get any kind of honor dueling in there whatsoever. But of course, you would still get the dirty players who didn't focus on playing fair, and they did whatever they could to win, utilizing glitches and what have you. And you can see I'm getting a fair amount of souls out of this. I've had 3 invasions and I've gained about 8,000 souls between them. That's pretty nice. It's not huge, but you really are getting rewarded with that way. The main reward is whatever you get to further your covenant. And, okay. There's a Dark Spirit here too. Cast my Denial. But I will always get that up right away. Silver Knights don't seem to be hostile. So the host hasn't been through here. Oh, host is right there. You piece of garbage. This guy really isn't into honor duels. He attacked me during my bow. No honor, which means I will fully gank up on you. You have made me not care whether I gank you or not. Nope. He had the stamina to withstand that. He withstood it again. He has a lot of stamina. That really should not have hit me. That phantom range is real. And he's using a weapon that does frostbite. Okay. That's what we'll do. You like your shield? I'll break it. Nope. That's not gonna work on me. Well, let's do it again. Don't learn, do you? He almost got me. For dishonorable scumbag. Drink my Estus right in front of him. And then celebrate my victory. Because with how dishonorable that guy was, he did not deserve it. And I am actually kind of disappointed that that Red Phantom didn't, pitch in and help me kill this guy, but that's okay. I got him anyway. And this is not typical. I do not typically win 4 invasions in a row. Although granted, I didn't do anything for one of them. And the other one ended up being a gank because the host was co-oping or ganking me. He had summons, and that was the point, and one of them didn't even put up a fight. This was the first guy who actually put up a real fight, and he almost won. So he's clearly got some experience in PvP. Although he was trying to be as sneaky and underhanded as he could. Using weapons that build up frostbite, attacking me while I'm bowing to him. Just general scumbag type things. Now, the weapon I'm using is a longsword +6 infused with lightning, because my faith is at 30, I believe, and lightning actually gives an A scaling in faith. And since this weapon didn't have particularly high stats to begin with, for strength and dexterity, the debuff to the strength and dexterity scaling doesn't really mean much to me. So I'm going to offer those human dregs. Deepen my allegiance until I rank up again. Hopefully when I rank up, it'll give me the rewards for rank 1, if there were any. I'm sitting at 20,000 souls. That guy only gave me about 1,000. Which is okay, I guess, but I need about 5,300 more souls in order to level up. So, gonna re-equip the Covenant and get set for another PvP, which is happening almost immediately. Here we go. Now, I haven't actually hit anyone with door he's knocking. It seems to be a really slow-moving miracle, and if you get hit by it, it's more of a shame on you type of thing. Seems like you should cast it more when the host doesn't know where you are, and they're kind of waiting in a corner or something. Okay, so the enemies here are alive, and I actually see him right over there. He's fighting someone else. Purple. Oh, there's a summon. Never mind. Honor goes out the window immediately. I don't play with summons. Ooh, that damage. That damage is real. No summons. Oops, I did not mean to attack you. I am so sorry. No. Target the host. The host. Huh, I need more mana. Oh, so that Dark Spirit got the rewards from me killing that guy. Okay, I didn't realize that he could just kill any phantom. So I actually ended up helping this guy out. I didn't mean to do that. Healing. Hey now. Come on. There's some serious lag going on here. See, I was nowhere near him and he hit me anyway. But, oh well. I don't lose anything for failing an invasion. And although he was hitting me from 3 miles away, it's all fine. I'll get summoned again for another invasion. Here we go. See, Dorothy's 9 seems to do massive damage. It doesn't seem to be a bleeding type thing, but I hit that summon for almost all of his health. And then I killed the summon and actually gave the rewards to the Mad Phantom, which is unfortunate. Because then I didn't have him to help with the dishonorable host. Now he's facing that way, which means he's probably already on his way up. I'm considering changing Dorothy's Gnawing into Lightning Spear anyway, just because it's much quicker in this one than it was in the others. See, that Silver Knight's missing. He's moved. Host is on his way up. Bow. He's just gonna run right on through. Okay. I can't have that. I need him not to run right through. Oh, I hit him. Alright, so he is gonna honor duel me. Oh, he's going for a katana parry. That is a big freaking sword. Dang. That reach is real. I'm gonna have to message this guy. Ask him what weapon he's using. Dang. That weapon does massive damage. What is that thing? That is huge. Better unequip the Covenant so that I don't get summoned while I try to message this guy. Okay, so he's not showing up within my list of recent players, which is unfortunate, but I guess it happens from time to time when an encounter doesn't last long enough to actually register. I could deal with it. I have friends who play this game. I could just ask them which katana has the ridiculously long blade. They'll be able to tell me. That has more range than a freaking spear. That is just unreal. I hope it's not the same guy. He just destroyed me. Oh, and he's co-oping immediately. He's got summons already. He had a summon brought in before I came in, technically, but it is officially a gank. This guy is going to come after me with his summon. So the best thing I can do is to wait till I get my own help. Now my assumption is that he's over that way. And he's waiting for me to come to him. But I'm not going to do that, because eventually there will be another Aldrich Faithful summoned in. So I'm actually going to come down here, to where I get a little bodyguarding going on. Oh no! Interesting. Seems to be summoning he has a fight club going on down here. I don't really want a fight club. bow to me, man. Oh, you're not even paying attention as I bow. You're just running away. I'm not taking part in a fight club. I'm just not. Bow. Do it. He's gonna wave. That's not a bow. That's not acceptance of an honor duel. Hey man, I'm not attacking you. You're the one. You don't participate in a fight club. If you're hosting a fight club, you don't attack the summons. That's one of the first rules of a fight club. That unreal range of attacks, that's just ridiculous. Come on now. That's cheap. That is just unreal. I don't like fight clubs. Especially when the people I'm fighting can attack from such... He's not even hitting me with this stuff, and it's still hitting me. See? He didn't even touch me, and he killed me. Although I guess he's wearing the armor of thorns, but... Come on. Fight clubs?